And hello everyone. Welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and this week I finally got a little bit of a window in, so I figured why not take advantage of that time and complete the Arcadion. This is something I've been putting off for a little while, but that's because I've had other stuff come up in my life, but finally got a window, and hopefully it's good. I really could use some fun, personally, after everything I've been dealing with lately. Don't want to go into too much detail. Actually, not really any detail, but let's just say I really could use something good. Especially since I wasn't particularly fond of the way 7.2 ended. Hello, Autumn. You want to join? Ah. She's just worried about me because I've been feeling down a lot recently, and so hopefully this quest line is actually really good. If you like what you see at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. It's a small thing from each of you, but it helps the channels out tremendously. Thank you in advance. I truly appreciate it. And with that, let us talk to Yana. Souls under siege. Yana's face lights up at the sight of you. Hey Myrokos, you're just the person I wanted to see. Cruiserweight matches have yet to begin, but Nauni and I've made some breakthroughs in our research about psychonecrosis. Right, that's the disease that's been affecting all of the Arcadion fighters, except for us, because we don't transform ourselves. Come inside, we'll tell you what we've learned. Okay? Hey Nauni, it's good to see you, Myrokos. As you may have heard, we've managed to dig up a lead regarding psychonecrosis. Okay, so what's this lead about? Before diving into the details, perhaps a refresher is in order. It's a rather complicated affair after all. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before our sister Eutrope challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a means to cure psychonecrosis. The illness appears to afflict those who use feral souls to an excessive degree, those such as Arcadion fighters, or Zeralcha, or his general in Vanguard. We learned from Eutrope that the immortalized, who we thought lived in luxury in the upper levels, are actually dead, taken by the disease. Since that revelation, we've looked for alternate ways to cure psychonecrosis, and we finally have some news to share. It's all thanks to Nauni. Like Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. She's learned to do all sorts of things from tinkering on her own. Oh, Yana, don't give him the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for our discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core systems for information on souls, you see. Unsurprisingly, I failed. What's more, an Oblivion member who was monitoring unauthorized access found me. Oof. She took me to task, scolding me to never again do something so reckless. When I explained our predicament, however, she kindly shared research data Oblivion had acquired from Origenics. The data was quite useful to parse. It was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely that the military was well aware of psychonecrosis, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they had developed a method to identify the presence of the affliction. This brings us to our next move. Now that we are privy to this method, we feel that we should use it to diagnose other fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. Indeed, it is the right to leave them ignorant. It would be risky to alert them. It is morally the right thing to let them know that whether or not they have the illness themselves, so they can make the decision themselves to continue fighting or not. But tipping our hand could be a mistake. Yes, very. That's why we came to you before taking action. As Metam warned us, the president doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He'd be extremely unimpressed if we revealed the secret to those you've yet to fight and caused their withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the president's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting in his crosshairs for as long as we can. Yeah, but isn't tipping off the other fighters going to get us in his crosshairs? That if we want to avoid getting in his crosshairs, we really shouldn't be telling people. Like, they have the right to know, sure, but it seems like this is cross purposes. That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested, as they're barred from fighting for a time. It wouldn't have an immediate impact on the championship. Huh. There are still risks, however. Every time your fellow fighters use a feral soul, they bring themselves closer to psychonecrosis, including in a match against you. Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what the illness has done to you, Trip, it feels nothing less than personal. To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honey. Despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. She's busy, as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. Huh. What does she do outside of the ring, though? I was frightened at first when Oblivion found me, but when I actually met its members, they all turned out to be quite nice. Yeah, they are that way. Honey manages to balance two careers at once. I can't help but admire her. So what is this about, then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. My stars, you're serious, aren't you? Could I be afflicted as well? There's a way to diagnose you. Regulators are designed to monitor the state of the wearer's soul. If we connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether there are signs of the disease. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. You show no signs of degradation. Truly? Oh, what a relief. I shudder to imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. Well, that's so good. You're fine too, I suppose. You joined the Arcadion well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. Yana was so eager to prove herself, she utilized feral souls numerous times while when training, so when I examined her, we found that she's on the threshold of developing the disease. What? Oh boy. For mercy's sake, Yana, we're forbidden from training with feral souls. And knowing what I know now, I'd say it's because the president doesn't want us to die too early. It'd be bad for entertainment. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadion anymore. Alright then, I'll retire. Oh, just like that? Wait, she's got a second job. She's gone. Really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. While I've graced countless magazine covers and concert stages, I never shined so brightly as when I fought in the ring, it's true. But everything I've done was so that I could bask in the adoration of the people. I couldn't do that if I were dead, now could I? So I'll look for another avenue to apply my talents, and you can be sure that I'll succeed after all. I'm Honeybee Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. I love this theme. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear on a broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thanks for the warning, my dears. You're lifesavers. Yeah, don't mention it. No, okay, she really is something else, honey. Right, that leaves one other fighter I'd like to inform, the Brute Bomber, who you defeated to become the light heavyweight champion. We're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home in Residential Radius 911. And I am seeing a little bit of a lag between what I'm doing live and what's appearing on stream. Let me know if the dissonance is too much. Wrong way. I kind of hate it when it's so dark that you can't see that you got tripped up there. I always carry a personal terminal with me so we can check for the illness when we arrive at the apartment. Here we are. Let's hope he's willing to hear us out. You're all so cute, I could eat you up, huh? Oh my. Oh, he's even got a Torajiro. It's so cute. Why do they flock to flock only to you? It's hardly fair. Well, if they're bonded to him personally, they're going to prefer him when he's around over other people. Well, these are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your woman. Rub salt in the wound, will you? You know full well she left me. Come on, little ones. Come to me. That man there is Eutrope's. I mean, that's the champion of the cruiserweight division. It's Eutrope's boyfriend. This poses a problem. We can't reveal the truth with him here. The blazes are you doing here? You want to get your asses kicked? You are Myrokos, the unenhanced warrior, yes? Yep. The Howling Blade at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we have the chance to meet in the ring soon. The pleasure's all mine. You'll be the Whimpering Blade when I'm finished with you. Triple dot. Which one's a pick? Let's go with that one. Keep my cards close to my chest. Lest you wonder, I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. Oh yeah, he's not wearing a regulator. My parents didn't believe in using them. Yana and her sisters were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adapting at Eutrope's insistence. Well, that would make sense. There aren't any Mikote native to the Ninth Shard, where Alexandria is from. So all of the Mikote are people who were here when the dome appeared, or descendants of those people. However, I still use a regulator in battle like every fighter, except you. I didn't know the two of you were friends. Surprised that we surprised that a reviled heel like him and a beloved face like me get along. Truth is, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to be rid of each other. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us and got up to all manner of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of Ascension Arcadia hadn't come and taken us in. Oh. Uh-oh. Though it isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believe it or not, he used to be so shy that he could hardly form a sentence. But when he became the Brute Bomber, it was as if he was reborn. Shut up. You don't need to know that. Oh, he's embarrassed. Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadion, to the president. Oh boy, this is making things complicated. That we do. Well, I've seen the kittens as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. Till next time, Myrokos. Okay. So what do you want? There's something you need to know. Lies. The president would never. I have the results of the examination. I'm afraid his soul already shows signs of psychonecrosis. What? That's nonsense. As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness, the early symptoms of the disease. If left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... The Arcadion means a lot to you, I know. It means a lot to me, too. But you need to retire. You're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough. I won't listen to any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight. Ooh. We've done what we could. It's up to him what he does now. Let's go home. Wow. Being being a cat person, that was an interesting twist. It was difficult to tell Mr. Brute his diagnosis. Well, duh. And isn't that what Metem told us not to do? But what's done is done, I guess. Not only Eutrope, but the Brute Bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Eutrope, the remedy is an infusion of an extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from Origenics seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believed reinforcement for a dense soul could be an effective treatment, but this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour an ocean of data if I have to. For all her searching, Eutrope could only find the one cure. Still, something about her actions doesn't sit right with me. The Eutrope I know wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. I can't help but feel she's still hiding something. Could she be working with the President? Hello? Ah, alright. Understood. That was Metem. Cruiserweight matches are ready to begin, and he wants us to meet him in the green room. Then best of luck with your next match, Mr. Myrokos, and please be safe. Please leave the search for a cure to me and only focus on the coming match. We've been awaiting your arrival, Myrokos. Allow me to show you to the green room. Ah, here he is at last. Now the party can begin. Okay. That's better. The strap room was begging for a touch of color. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is sure to be a font of inspiration. We're going to get down, you and I. Oh, yes, we are. Okay. As you'll have surmised, they are your rivals in the cruiserweight division, and I understand you're already acquainted with the champion. Given the situation in the realm, you may have doubts about fighting for entertainment, but it's now most of all times that the citizens are in need of a diversion to help them forget their cares. That honestly sounds like a band-aid to the problem. But people find comfort in diversions like that. I'm counting on you to captivate the audience once more with rousing combat and make the very walls of the Arcadion shake with excitement. The fighters in this division are characters too, but there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, the cruiserweight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, so you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. The Dancing King. Yana's eyes gleam with anticipation. Ready, are you? Good. Let the Unstoppable Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begin. Doing this should also give me more second chances on my wondrous tales. I'm kind of low. Right, let's take a look at your first opponent. The Verdant Reveler, Dancing Green. He's a shameless playboy who loves partying the night away in pubs and clubs. Even his Arcadian bouts he treats as parties where he's the center of attention. Using the soul of a terrible toad, he gains heightened physical prowess and seamlessly incorporates dance moves into combat. Victory will come down to how well you ride the rhythm. Your best bet may be to treat the fight as a party as well, let yourself go with the flow. You just may be surprised by what follows. Now then, go and show that party animal you've got moves of your own, and seize your first victory in the Cruiserweight division. Very interesting music. Didn't I already see this at one point? Yeah, I've already seen this. Why is this popping up now? I should mention that the ring will be a dazzling dance floor, and the crowd is certain to be electric, so soak up the atmosphere in Myrokos and be the star of the show. Alright, let's cue. Let's see if I could get right side accessories, that would be good. Ooh. I'm actually pretty far along with greens. I could probably get some stuff. I may save that for more of the left side, because the left side has better gear stats. Yeah, if I can go for the accessory stuff, certainly the ring, that would be good to get. Wow, that was relatively quick.
He's young, he's stylish, and he knows all the moves. The soul of the party and the king of the dance floor, Dancing Green.
Are you ready to get down?
The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
Can you keep up with the rhythm? We're just getting started. Keep grooving, baby.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops of music.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
An invitation to dance. How will the challenger respond?
I assume that's this. Interesting mechanic.
Come on, show me your moves!
Ew.
Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
You're up, dancers! Let's turn up the heat! Try to keep up now!
The Beavers take it home. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Dance like there's no tomorrow! Let's finish with style! Groovy moves! The crowd's loving it! Back to it, dancers! Show us some electrifying moves! Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
What?
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Figured spare myself that one.
Dancers, take it away! Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again!
The knights reached a fever pitch! All eyes are on Dancing Green!
Dance like there's no tomorrow! finish with style. Groovy moves! The crowd's loving it! Come on, show me your moves! We're just getting started! Keep grooving, baby!
Okay. Interesting fight.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger. It's all over. Until next time.
Okay. Well fought, Myrokos. With this victory, you've proven yourself a force to be reckoned with in the cruiserweight division. Yana is ready. Okay, Art at War. Yana is ready to introduce your next opponent. Based off of that title, I think it's the spray paint person. Because we already met the champion, and that's always the last fight. Or should be. Wait then, let's ride the wave of this momentum towards our next victory. And here is your next opponent. Is that a pudding? A fighter who lives and breathes art, she uses the ring as her gallery. Sugar Riot. Ooh. I like this music. I'm not typically... I don't particularly like this type of music in general, but this is, in this moment is a good fit. It just... I'm just enjoying the music. Before coming to the Arcadion, she was a graffiti artist, you see. Most of the graffiti you see in Solution 9 was either by her or by those imitating her style. By injecting herself with the soul of a deadly pudding, she's able to concoct special paint that can cause actual change to reality. Even the ring itself. So basically, it's like a Pictomancer on steroids, but with spray paint instead of a palette. Okay. To her, fighting is a medium for her art, a means of expressing herself. Her imitation is boundless. Her imagination is boundless, and you have to take care not to be overwhelmed, staying calm no matter what she throws at you. If you can manage that, you'll surely overcome Sugar Riot and continue on your way to the top of the Cruiserweight division. I neglected to mention that the audience will be watching the match remotely. Sugar personally designed their avatars so try to steal a glance when you can. So that, yeah, they really are sort of making this similar to the Honeybee Lovely fight. Is the third tier going to have a similar thing, though? It would make sense given the pattern. Oh, and I like the fact that it's permanent. They actually left this here. Huh, that's nice. Oh, interesting avatars for the audience.
The ring is her studio and reality, Arcadians. She's a rebel with a cause who captivates all with her illusions. Sugar Riot!
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
And with a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
What's your favorite color? An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Oh, we actually have a victim answer here.
The rain has become a desert.
How about a little more sunshine? When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
I'm just following the people. Ooh, quicksand.
Get caught in there.
What's your favorite color?
This is a very good fight. I'm liking
When
it.
you can't decide on one thing.
Uh-oh.
What do you think of this?
Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
What do you say to a refreshing riverscape?
A riverscape?
A crystal clear river! How charming!
Do not stand on water for that.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
Okay, stay out of the water.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy! How frightening!
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
A massive raging storm! I hope you will get housing.
When you can't decide
The
on
first
one
Viper
thing,
goes limit break, but that's smart.
what do you think of this?
Effortlessly dodged.
That was a good one.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Yep.
It's
And
all
there's
over.
that.
Until next time.
I do wish I could get more tokens, but it is what it is. Oh, I got a player commendation. How nice. I didn't recall seeing anything extra. Well done, Myrokos. I knew you could do it. Your next match will be against the Cruiserweight Champion himself, but seeing as we have a bit of time, there's something I'd like to tend to first. I want to tell Dancing Green and Sugar Ray about psychonecrosis and see if they've developed any symptoms. We have to save them too if we can. If I've borrowed Nayuni's terminal, so we'll perform the examination here in this room. Rest assured, I've already checked for listening devices. The two should be here any moment now. So what's this about, baby? Are we having a party here? No, not a party. If that's the case, I'll excuse myself. I'm rather keen to give form to an inspiration and the inspiration you've given me. Well, I'm relieved to say you haven't manifested the disease yet. You're both dangerously close to doing so. Just one more feral soul injection could push you beyond the brink. It would be wise to stop fighting in the Arcadion. Whoa, talk about a downer, baby. This is all very sudden. I struggle to accept it, but for both you and Honey to retire, there must be truth to your words. It's no easy thing to retire, I know, but for your own safety, I ask that you give it careful consideration. I've made up my mind. I'll retire. This doesn't leave the room, but I've always struggled to play the part of Dancing Green. To maintain the persona of a party animal, I've had to spend night after night out in the town. When I'm not doing that, I'm practicing dance in the studio. It's utterly exhausting, soul-crushing. I've pushed through it all because I don't want to disappoint the fans, but this revelation sets me free. Dancing used to be my passion. Perhaps I can learn to love it again. Huh. I always thought you were a genuine party animal, living only to revel. To think that it was actually a burden on your shoulders. The ring has been my precious studio. It's saddening to think I won't be able to step into it again. But it was on the streets that I started plying my craft, and this revelation might be a sign telling me to go back to my roots. So I'll do just that. I'll go back to a time when the whole city was my studio, and its walls my canvas. Truth be told, seeing you fight without a feral soul helped me realize that maybe it's alright just to be myself. I'm relieved. Thank you for listening. Well, we'd rather not die, of course, and it's you we have to thank for warning us. We're liable to attract suspicion if we stay here too long. We'll discuss when to break the news to management at a later time. Thankfully, those two have other places to employ their talents, like honey. To the Brute Bomber and the Howling Blade, however, the Arcadion is everything. It isn't easy for them to retire. This I know better than most. But it's a matter of life and death. Twisted Vengeance. Yana appears to be lost in thought. In any case, our priority for now is to win the title match. Let's return to the gym and prepare. Speaking of preparations, should I use the tokens I have to get gear? Or save that for later? I could... let's keep going for now. I could certainly gear up with the ring. Naomi will be relieved to hear that both Dancing Green and Sugar Ray plan to retire. Come on, let's share the good news. Thank goodness you're here. We have an emergency. Look at this. Hand over all the feral souls you've got. This is unbelievable, folks. Just when we thought the Brute Bomber couldn't sink any lower, it seems he now intends to use unregulated feral souls, and several of them at once besides. The madman's going to turn himself into an abomination. This is a violation of the rules. You'll be banned for this. Why does this feel staged? It's almost too corny to be believable. Shut your bloody trap and get out of my way. Ooh. Hey, unstoppable upstart. If you're watching this, come and find me at the demolition site on the 8th level. We're going to fight again, and this time I'm going to destroy you, you hear me? I'm going to destroy you. That idiot, instead of listening to us, he goes and does this. The general public is unaware, but the doping tonic the Brute Bomber imbibes during his matches is actually a harmless prop he uses as part of his ring persona. That's why his matches continue even when he's disqualified. Using multiple feral souls at once, however, is expressly forbidden, due to the extreme danger it poses. Doing so warps the flesh irreversibly, turns you into an abomination, as Mr. Minton said. And in the worst case, it will kill you. Yeah, that's definitely like Zeralja or the General in Vanguard. This is likely because it greatly accelerates the soul's degradation, leading to psychonecrosis. You went and told him about the disease, didn't you? Despite my warnings, you went and told him. I'm sorry, but we couldn't simply leave him to his fate. Well, he ended up taking the matter to the president, who naturally denied the existence of the disease, and naturally the Brute Bomber chose to believe him. That's not all. The president has sanctioned a grudge match between him and you on one condition. In order to stand a chance, he has to inject multiple feral souls for the fight. I made a great fuss on the broadcast about his use of unregulated feral souls, but it's all staged. Told you it was too corny. Everything is according to the president's script. He wants to get rid of you, and he's using the Brute Bomber to do so. Don't they all? What? But the Brute Bomber is already exhibiting symptoms of psychonecrosis. This will kill him. And what about his kittens? The guy has kittens. Has he even thought about that? I know, I tried to talk him out of it as well, but he refused to listen. For him, the president's orders are absolute. Make no mistake, the match will go ahead. Even should you ignore his challenge, Brute Bomber will inject himself with his assembled feral souls and come for you. Besides, if you still intend to become Grand Champion and release all the souls in the Arcadion's repository, I fear there's no way except through this fight. So prepare as best you can, and then meet me at the Arcadion. I will have a chauffeur take us to the venue. I'm coming too. I'm the one who caused all this by revealing the disease to the Brute Bomber. The least I can do is be there. Yeah, I think I better get that ring. But almost all of this graffiti that we see, you know, some of these are lights, but almost all of the graffiti is either her work or people imitating her style. That's actually interesting. I'm going to get that ring just to give myself a little extra boost in stats. Hopefully it'll help. What? Huh. That's an interesting bit of glam. But at the but yeah, get the ring. There we go. And why not repair? I'm already here. But seriously, has the brute bomber not thought about his kittens? Hold on, don't look at the screen. You don't want to look at the screen. I don't think you want to. Just telling my cat to not look at the screen for the next little bit. If you're ready to depart, then pray let the chauffeur know as much. Let's waste no time, Myrokos. The broadcast may have been staged, but the brute bomber's desire for revenge is most definitely real. There's no telling what foolishness he might commit while we keep him waiting. Let's see, in terms of other gear, I have pants and legs. Or hands and legs. Pants and legs, they're the same thing. Well, one thing, well, if I have to focus on something else going further, hands at this point could work. Master Myrokos, I've awaited your arrival. It will be my pleasure to escort you via air wheeler to the location of your match, the 8th level demolition site. All has been made ready, the broadcasting equipment is in place, and rest assured the device for manifesting your allies is as well. Just say the word and we shall depart. Alright, let's go. Brute, stop this madness at once. You'll place your life in danger. Danger? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the vile heat, the most heinous, most despised fighter in the history of the Arcadion. I fear nothing and spit on the rules. I do whatever the hell I need to do to win. Wait, oh dear. He's gone and done it. He's injected himself with several feral souls and transformed into an abomination. He's no longer the brute bomber, he's the brute abominator. Lovely. Yana, we can't stay here. It's far too dangerous. But I can fight too. Nope. No, you can't. Not with your condition. Alright, I'm counting on you to knock some sense into the fool. I wonder how this fight is gonna go down. But more importantly, what about his kittens? I mean, it doesn't sound like he's put much thought into this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this circumstances of this particular fight, especially for Brood Bomber. And here we go.
He's back for revenge with a vengeance. The despicable fighter, formerly known as the Brute Bomber, the Brute Abominator!
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish Flora have scattered seeds.
What? Okay, I'm confused.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Well, okay.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Well, this is a new mechanic. The choice of mechanics here is really, really good.
What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
Okay, that means, yeah. Club is out, sword is in. Okay, and let's get over here.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
Sword in. Explosion. Oh dear.
Such devastation!
Okay.
In there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire. Alive. The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion.
Okay. That's the petrification look thing.
What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on.
I think I'm starting to understand the attack. Stabbing. This is the in one. Oh, come on.
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
I swear, I can't see any much when that mechanic happens. Am I too zoomed in? What?
Oh no! That was too much for the Challenger!
Nope. Blood. That's the ad thing. Okay. But what about his kittens?
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Okay.
It's all over. Until next time.
It's no good. We're too late. All those feral souls took their toll. The president had the broadcast cut the instant the match ended, so as not to reveal the terrible side of his entertainment. He remains furious that you divulged information on psychonecrosis. I will do my best to appease him, but I fear little will come of my efforts. Oh. Oh. I never thought you'd be the first to go, old friend. but worry not, I will join you soon. You don't mean... He's got it. I'm afraid so. I've been suffering the same symptoms for a while now, but I didn't understand how serious they were until I overheard your conversation. I too have psychonecrosis. Your sister and I began experiencing bouts of dizziness at the same time, not long before she disappeared. Without a word, I realize now that she must have been searching for a way to fight her fate. But I chose to accept mine. You come from beyond the barrier, Myrokos. No doubt you find it unsettling that we use souls to cheat death. Having been raised without regulators, I felt much the same. To me, those who wore them lived a bland and numbing existence, devoid of tension and excitement. The jobs arranged for me were tedious, and there was no way to escape this nation's dreary reality. But I finally found joy in the Arcadion. Being my fighting persona is everything to me, like it was for my friend. If the price for that is to die from psychonecrosis, I'll gladly pay it when the time comes. Come, little one. Oh, the kitten. Oh. Oh my. Oh, that hurt. How can he accept death so readily? Where's Nauni? Damn it all, it doesn't have to be this way. I'm truly sorry, Myrokos. It's just all so frustrating. You did what you could, and I'm truly grateful. The president has wasted no time covering things up. After retrieving the boot bomber's body, the company announced that he's chosen to retire with his defeat. And some matches at the Arcadion will continue, but after a delay, it'll be a while before your cruiserweight title fight. Say, I wonder where Nauni's gone. She wasn't here when I returned. That's a little disconcerting. Family matters. Worry is writ plain on Yana's face. After what's happened, I can't help but feel worried. I'll see if I can locate Nauni via her terminal. What? She's outside Everkeep. She's never gone off without a word like this. Something isn't right. I'm sorry, Myrokos, but could you help me find her? The signal from her terminal suggests she's somewhere in East Yasolani. Oh, that last cutscene with that kitten was rough. Wait, this is near Erinville's village. What would she be doing out here? According to the signal, Niuni should be in this area. Niuni, you had me worried. What are you doing out here? I'm sorry, Utrip contacted me saying she needed to speak urgently. You were supposed to meet, but she hasn't come. Forgive me, Niuni. I didn't want to use you, but I had no other choice. Are you serious? Utrip, please don't do this. She knows better than to do this. What the hell? It's too late. There's no going back. If you want back down, she's gonna transform. Then neither will I. From the start, I thought it strange that you tried to take another's life to save your own. But the truth is, you aren't trying to save yourself. No, you want to save the man you love. Not only him, every fighter in the heavyweight division suffers from psychonecrosis. Even so, they continue to trust the president. He saved them all in some way, helping them during dark times in their lives. The Howling Blade, Retsara, is no different. he'd choose to remain at the Arcadion. Choose to remain at the Arcadion rather than be with me. That's why I decided to act alone. If my friends were determined to fight until they died, then I'd find a cure no matter the cost. Oh no. Oh no, not you too. Nauni warned me this might happen, but I had to stop you. Honestly, I don't know what to do with the pair of you. Nauni. We're sorry, Nauni. There's no more need to fight. I think we can save everyone. Hmm? Okay. A treatment for second necrosis that doesn't require Myrokos' soul. I believe I found it. What? But I scoured all the data. There's no such thing. You looked at the data in the Arcadion's archives, I believe. But thanks to the people of Oblivion, I was able to gain access to the military's research logs. And there I came across something called the regeneration factor. Regeneration factor? What is it? When one is ill or injured, the body naturally attempts to repair itself. Yes, the regeneration factor is the force stimulating that recovery as part of life's design. Apparently, Lindblom scientists had developed a stimulant to enhance their soldiers' regeneration factor. This is what we need. But that was centuries ago. Does the stimulant even still exist? As a matter of fact, it was clearly indicated in a report that its formula has been determined. The problem is, the formula itself wasn't mentioned. We'll need to investigate further, and for this, we'll need your help, Eutrope. Okay? After what I've done, I don't expect you to forgive me. But I mean it when I say I'm truly sorry. Okay, yeah. She's only fainted, thank goodness. We'd best take her home so she can rest. To think that Yana's manifested the illness as well, we need to figure out the formula for the stimulant as soon as possible. Eutrope's resting upstairs. Her second necrosis is quite severe, so she needs to stay still until we can treat her. You should worry about yourself too, Yana. You've manifested the illness now. I'm sorry, Nauni, but I couldn't just stand there and let you trip on Myrokos. I probably could have taken her. Oh wow, look at that assumption. Promise me you won't use the feral soul again. I could have stopped her myself, you know. That's true. Given that Eutrope has become weaker, you probably could have fended her off alone. I didn't need to intervene. You seem to be fine for the moment, but if you feel the least bit unusual, you have to let us know, alright? Now, even as we work on the cure, matches at the Arcadion will continue. That being the case, we should also continue to trying to convince fighters to retire. The first being the Howling Blade, your next opponent. We have to save him for Eutrope's sake, not least of all. But how can we convince him when he's determined to fight until he dies? It so happens that I have a plan. We'll confront him on a broadcast and challenge him to a wager. Whoever loses the title match will be forced to retire from competition. Ah, so we put on a public show to generate excitement, just like they do at the Arcadion. Exactly. With the people's eyes on him, the Cruiserweight Champion would be hard-pressed to refuse. And once everyone starts talking about it, even the President would have to let it go ahead. But how will we do the broadcast? We haven't heard from Metin for a while now, and the Arcadion wouldn't cooperate with us. We'll ask Honey for help. She hosts a broadcast of her own, watched by countless viewers. We'll use it to ensnare the wolf. I'll contact Honey right now. And she's on board. We're going to lie in wait at Mosaic. That's where the Howling Blade is known to unwind before his match is. Okay? When he appears, issue your challenge and do whatever it takes to get him to accept it. I'll stay here and look after Eutrope. Best of luck to you. I'm praying for your success. Honey's raring to go. Just give her the word and we'll set our scheme in motion. So is he here, or... Sometimes the NPCs tend to become available. Certainly if it's MSQ, you might sometimes see the NPC you're after. Okay. Ah, there you are. Now that all the performers are in place, it's time to steal the audiences. Begin our broadcast. Hello, my obedient little bees. It's me, Honeybee Lovely, with a special broadcast. Today we have a pair of very distinguished guests, fabulously fierce Black Cat and the unstoppable upstart Myrokos. And goodness, do they have a surprise from Myrokos' next opponent, the valiant Howling Blade. Okay. Oh, so he is here. Huh? What's this about now? Myrokos wants to say something to you. Oh, this is... The loser of our match has to retire. Triple dot. I'm kind of curious about the triple dot. Oh dear. Hey, Howling Blade, if Myrokos beats you in the upcoming match, you have to retire. Stage fright. You have me taken aback, I must say. The notion that I would lose is laughable. But even if I should, I have no intention of retire. The notion I'd lose to you is far more laughable. Is the whimpering wolf afraid of losing? Huh, so we could taunt him, or... Again, I'm curious about this one. You're naive to think I'll play into your hands. That's weak for a champion, if you ask me. I'll bet he's really just afraid to lose. Aye, he clearly has no confidence. You're a champion, so act like one. Accept the bloody challenge. So this was their plan. At this rate, my reputation will be in tatters. Fighting is everything to me. If you're demanding that I wager my purpose in life, it's only fair that you do the same. So tell me, what gives your life meaning? Ooh. Exploring new lands, fighting formidable foes, helping those in need, earning coin. Ooh. You kind of need coin to live, unfortunately. Helping those in need, there's always someone. Fighting formidable foes is a good way to earn coin. I suppose I can go with this one, but it doesn't really matter, unfortunately, which one I choose. I see. Having come from beyond the barrier, you know a world without boundaries and find joy in discovery. It's something I struggle to imagine. In any case, if that's what gives your life meaning, then that is what you must give up should you lose. If you agree, then we have a wager. Did you hear that, dear viewers? For their hotly anticipated clash, the two rivals are wagering their very purpose in life. This is not a match you can afford to miss. While we managed to pull it off, it was in no small part thanks to the nearby customers. Did we do well, Miss Honey? It was staged. Oh yes, you did extremely well. Thank you all so much for your help. Yeah, it felt staged. So that's how it is. You really are something else. Well, the rest is up to you. For everyone's sake and Brute's memory, see to it you send the Howling Blade into retirement. Right, all that's left is to win. Come, let's head to the green room. Oh, no words. Just, yeah. Enter. This is it, Myrokos, the cruiserweight title match. Let's seize victory and continue on our mission. The Lone Wolf. Yana would formally introduce the Cruiserweight Champion. The Howling Blade is a worthy champion, but again and again you've cut through the competition. I'm confident you'll do the same this time. Right, let's take a look at your opponent. The Lone Wolf of the Arcadion, the Howling Blade. Before becoming a fighter, he was a hunter known for his unparalleled skill with the blade. Word ultimately reached the president, who recruited him to Ascension Arcadia. Owing to his good looks, he was immediately embraced as a babyface fighter, and he dazzles the crowds with his fantastical ring and blade of pulsating light. With the soul of Fenrir, a legendary wolf, he's able to unleash slashes that are as devastating as they are fast. You'll need to stay on your toes at all times. I mean, I fought Fenrir on the source as well. Yeah, so, yeah. Now march into the wolf's den and show him that you're no mere prey. If Future could be here to watch, I'm sure she'd be cheering you on. Do it for her as well. And here we go. Ooh, this is...
With his fearless blade work
What?
and preternatural agility, he's the apex
A Gundam?
of the cruiserweight division. Behold him blade!
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
And then just went out, follow the...
Observation, well done.
I do like toying with my prey. Can't you fend off a pack of wolves? Flying true! The earth is mine to command! Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
How did I die?
Bear my biting wings! will you stand? How delightful! Power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Where did that colossal thing come from? Put the colossus to the sword. Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
You're mine! Pack of wolves! Try this!
That wasn't bad. Overall offense out of...
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
a fun set of fights.
It's all over. Until next time.
Okay, let's see. I got ruby glasses, so I guess I just got the dancing greens glasses. That's an interesting reward. You did it. You really did it. You're amazing. You know that? You were simply too strong for me. I gave my word and I intend to keep it. I will retire from fighting. With this, I've escaped imminent death, but I've also lost my purpose in life. Tell me, what am I to do with myself now? I truly do not know. There are battles you can still fight, help us oppose the president. Let's avenge the brute bomber together. I like the second and third options this time around. For dialogue, these are good options. The president has sacrificed the lives of countless fighters for the sake of entertainment, and as good as killed my friend. I ought to despise him, I know. But as I said before, we owe everything to him. That's why we continued to fight willingly, even if it meant dying from our illness. You fool! You can't tell me that the brute bomber went willingly to his death, and there are people who care for you even if you don't seem to care for yourself. All this time, Eutrope's been fighting alone to try and save you. What? She vanished without a word soon after we developed symptoms of psychonecrosis. I searched and I searched, but could find no trace of her. I was more shocked than anyone when she suddenly showed up and challenged Myrokos. Seeing how strong she still was, I assumed that her symptoms had abated, and she decided to resume fighting. Let me make it crystal clear. You've been using your debt to the president as an excuse to not face the bitter truth, and in doing so, you've lost sight of those dearest to you. It was in order to save you that Eutrope went after Myrokos for his soul. She thought it was the only way she could be with you, who could see no life outside the Arcadion. I have no words. You're right about everything. The choices I've made have been out of fear that I would no longer be the Howling Blade. That's why I did nothing to stop my friend, even though I knew he was going to his death. Forgive me, Hector. I should have tried to save you like they did. Thank you for bringing me to my senses. The president has done enough harm. I will help you to stop him. It's heartening to count the Howling Blade himself as our ally. The Howling Blade is no more. From now on, it's simply Retsar. Let's continue talking at my gym. Eutrope and Naomi are there, and they'd be happy to see you. Understood. There's one matter I need to tend to, so I'll meet you there shortly. It's gotta be about the kittens, probably, because, I mean, that's a critical plot point that they introduced that, like, yeah, they gotta move the kittens somewhere. Naomi's gone as well? She's usually here. Oh, there they are, the kittens. Pets are forbidden where he lives, so I was hoping that you could look after these ones. We'd be glad to. Naomi has been wanting to adopt a cat for a while now. She must be upstairs with Eutrope. I'll go and see how they are. May I come too? Of course, you and Eutrope have a lot of catching up to do, I expect. We have a situation. Naomi and Eutrope are gone. Well, of course they are. Naomi wouldn't take Eutrope outside in her current state, and her terminal was left on the bed. Something's happened to them. Myrokos, the unenhanced warrior, for your contributions to the excitement provided by Ascension Arcadia, you have my utmost esteem. That voice, it's the president. However, I cannot suffer anyone to rewrite my script. And so, as a safeguard against further deviations, I have taken Eutrope and Naomi into my care. After some coaxing, Metem divulged to me that you wish to cure psychonecrosis. And it just so happens I know where you can find the stimulant you seek. The Drop of Life, it is called. What do you want from us? two simple things. Myrokos must continue fighting at the Arcadion, and you must never again meddle with my script. Nothing needs to change otherwise. If you become Grand Champion Myrokos, our soul repository will be at your disposal, and I will even disclose the location of the drop of life. That is all. I look forward to seeing your exploits at the pinnacle of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, the heavyweight division. So the president was a step ahead of us. One wrong move, and Eutrope and Niuni will come to harm. It seems we have no choice but to place our hopes in Myrokos. I won't let you down, that's a lot of pressure. Triple dot. There's too much at stake out. I'm curious about this third. Let's go with the third one. I have to admit I was attracted to the first option, but yeah. I'm sorry to make you bear such a heavy burden. As your second, I'll do my best to bear it with you. Yeah. As will I won't turn a blind eye to the president's depraved actions any longer. Never again will I let anyone be taken away from me. To think that the president would stoop so low as to abduct Eutrope, convalescing as she is, and Niuni, a helpless child, we must do all in our power to get them back. I find it so odd that Niuni would go from, yeah, I'm willing to help you, but I can't be seen with you, to turning against us in a heartbeat. I wonder if Eutrope has been working with the president. And that fight outside was in a bid to claim her soul again, yeah. I'm wondering if that outdoor fight, not the third match, but the one with Eutrope, was more staged than they made it seem. Because that otherwise looked like it came out of nowhere. That's what made it so suspicious. And when we have, we must stop him once and for all. Deep down, I know that that's also what Hector would have wanted. Yana's in thought. Sorry, I'll be fine. As long as we do what the president says, no harm should come to my sister. Now, ahead of your campaign to become Grand Champion, I want you to prepare as best you can in your own way. Whether you train to hone your skills or rest to recover your strength, see to it you're ready for your next fight. I'm truly sorry to place so much on your shoulders. Honestly, Yana, given how much has been placed on my shoulders, you'd be surprised how much I can handle. But you're the only one we can depend on. Please come and find me here when it's time for heavyweight matches to begin. Come to see how I'm faring. That's very kind of you. Truth is, I'm very sick about Niuni and Eutrope, but I know only too well that's that now is not the time to act rashly. Instead, Ritsara and I have put our heads together to see if there's anything we can do without drawing the President's attention. Good luck with that. So please don't worry about me. You should focus on preparing for the heavyweight tier. Your opponents will be fiercer than any before, and you'll need to be in tip-top shape to best them. Okay, so that's the normal raid cruiserweight tier. I can get 2 more accessories, and with that, I think I shall call it quits here for the moment. If you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. And I shall see you anon, friends.